maybe medium shot. There we go. They came over to me, and before I knew it, there were about 7 pairs of hands just digging and prodding and touching my hair because they had never seen anything like it before. It's the truth. It happened to me. Let me tell you all what happened. I had natural hair. I had natural hair before natural hair was a thing, before it was a trend. And just like you see, my hair was just natural, not locks though, like my own natural hair with a big Afro puff, bigger than this one. It's probably as big as my head. That's how I'd wear my hair. And I'd grow my back then everybody had relaxers, just like how everybody wears weaves and lace fronts and all of that, wigs. Back then back in my day, people were doing relaxers all the time. The creamy crack, they referred to it as. I broke from the creamy crack because I'm like, that stuff is penetrating my skull. That's way too close to my brain for my liking. Every once in a while, though, I would be like, oh, I miss having my hair straight. And I was like, okay, fine. This was a time I had my hair natural for a little while. I was like, I'm going to do my hair straight for a little bit. I went to the salon in Houston. I must have been about 22, 23, somewhere like that. I'd finished college and went to go get to the salon that my friends were raved about and went to go and try to get my hair relaxed. I popped up in there and it was like I was so on display the moment I hit the door. Man, we ain't never seen virgin hair before on a person. That's how this woman was. She's being all loud and the whole salon just gathered around me. This was not people of a different race. This was POCs. I don't use that term very much. It's a bunch of black people. They had never seen natural hair and they violated all the rules that they talk about that you should never do. All of them descended on my head, touching my head. Nobody was asking for permission. They were just on it because they were just so fascinated to see a grown woman. That was kind of cute, by the way. Because Dr. D Nice had to go. Anyway, that's beside. They were fascinated to see a grown woman with natural hair. They had never seen it, apparently. 7 pairs of hands descended on my head and was pulling and touching and grabbing. And I'm like, what? I ain't go off on anybody. I did kind of sit there and tolerate it because here's the thing. Wisdom understands that, yes, there is personal space, and you should, as far as possible, respect people's personal space. There's also curiosity. Can we just stop for a second and recognize curiosity? You have seen things like, I've never seen that before. I would love to go up and, And people were thinking that when they came over and touched my head. There are things that you just hadn't been seen before, and you're curious about it. Wisdom acknowledges that. Wisdom also understands that there could be a balance between curiosity and appreciating and respecting people's personal space. Yeah. Then there is stupidness. Anybody come near them, they're ready to cuss and carry on. Why you touching me? What you doing? They don't even notice that there's something uniquely different about you. You don't even recognize that there's definitely something unique about you that people are going to be drawn to, and you mad because people are drawn to it. Now, come on. Stupidness doesn't acknowledge that. Wisdom acknowledges that there's some uniqueness that people are just going to be drawn to, curious about you. Anyway, there you have it. Wisdom, stupidness. Choose wisdom. By the way, I did not cuss them people out because, I don't cuss people out. I was a little annoyed though, and after a while, they just backed off. Like, okay, we'll take our turn. Do you mind if I touch your hair? I was like, fine, we good. All right. Anyway, show me your brightest. Show me your best. Show me the latest guru, God's wisdom. Let's theirs look like stupidness. All right. I'm out of here. Thank y'all for dropping in.